Hey, what is up YouTube? My name is Jesse and welcome back to another video. So I've been getting a lot of questions lately about how to remove or replace the thermal compound off my motherboard's CPU, and with people trying to upgrade their CPUs or their just computers in general, they are needing to either replace the heatsink or the CPU, which requires them to obviously replace the old thermal paste. So I thought, let's make a video. And so to get started, you're going to need 3 different materials. First, thermal paste. It's your choice of what you want, because there are different types of thermal paste out on the market. Some cheaper ones, and then there's obviously the higher end ones which will reduce your CPU's temperature. You're going to need some paper towel and some methylated spiritual alcohol. As I have here, it is 96% ethanol, so that does the job for me. So to get started, you're going to want to remove the fan header. As you can see, I've done here. Just unplug it. Then you're going to want to take the CPU header off. As you can see here, mine's a clip-on, which yours probably isn't, because this is an older model motherboard. It's just one I had lying around in the garage. Yours will most likely look like this. And to remove this, you come across to the sticks, and it has an arrow on top. You just untwist that. See how I twist it anti-clockwise with the arrow, just like that. You do that for all 4, and the CPU should clip out of the motherboard. It might take a little bit of a twist to get off because your thermal compound is hardened and cold, so it's going to kind of be like a glue. But for my one, all I do is I come around to this clip, I push it down, pull that back, and it unclips. Then I can just take off the metal brace, give it a bit of a wiggle, and off it comes. So there's the some of the thermal compound there, and there's it on the CPU. So what we're going to need to do is clean the heatsink first. So come across to your alcohol and paper towel. You're going to want to open the bottle and just put a small dose onto the paper towel. Like that, and then you're going to kind of want to rub it off as if you're buffing like a car. Then you're going to just change to a new area of the paper towel. Okay, so that's a good enough job there. Yeah, majority of it's cleaned off, except you can still see a little bit of stains, but that's fine as long as the whole bunk of it is off. It's good. Then I'm gonna have to get a new piece of paper towel, and now we have to clean the CPU header, or sorry, the CPU itself. So yet again, put a small dose. Whoops, sorry. Put a small dose onto the paper towel, and then with a small piece of the paper, just yet again do like the little buffing sort of parts and just change the paper. And then you can start wiping it. Make sure you clean the edges as well, and then go back to that circular motion. Okay, so now you can see it's all cleaned off, and now it's time to replace the thermal compound. So here we have the my tube of thermal grease, it's called. Just unscrew the cap. And then to apply it to your CPU, you really don't want to do too much. There's two different types of applications you can do. You can do it in like a line, or you can do just a dot. I prefer a line, and the only amount that I'll ever use will be as big as a piece of uncooked rice. So you just do that in the center. That dripped a little bit, that's fine. So there it is there, as big as a uncooked grain of rice. And then to reapply the CPU header, the CPU cooler, just put it back on, give it a bit of a wiggle and a bit of pressure to spread out the thermal paste, and then just clip it back in. Just come around to the clip side. Then I'll just bring this over, clip it in, and there we are. That's it. And then, of course, plug in your CPU fan. Where'd the plug go? Well, yeah, plug it back in, and then you're done. So that should decrease your CPU's temp by a couple of degrees, depending on, of course, the type of thermal paste you use, and the type of CPU you have, and the type of cooler you have. And that's all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up or a like. Subscribe, share with your other friends if they need help on replacing their thermal compound. And yeah, or even comment if the video wasn't good enough and you wanted a more a more close-up view of everything. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Thumbs up, dislike, your choice. See you guys later.